I don't know what happened, but my video cut it off. So I was just saying it's on, literally. So if you're gonna probably need an iGPU, which this has an 8086K, which you might need to install the Intel Arc, and it actually recognizes it, so it's not so bad. So I'm just gonna go to Intel Arc drivers or Intel Assistant download. And you can see the Intel Arc graphics driver there. So you need that in order for the A380 to run properly. And I believe you have to turn on something else on the motherboard. Can't remember the top of my head. More on that later. So that's installing. I wonder how my Wi-Fi is. Wi-Fi is pretty bad. 7%. It's not that bad. Okay, let that run. So I'll be right back. Let that load and be right back. It's still installing the graphics card, but I just want to point out that this 8086K is actually doing pretty good. It's gone up to 4400 megahertz. Temperature is 53 degrees right now, pretty much just installing one item. So if you have a case like this lying around, you can just repurpose it and put some. It actually fits a standard ITX motherboard, and yeah, it's pretty good. Let me just install. Oh, another thing I noticed that when I was using the integrated graphics card, it was pretty slow. So the dedicated graphics card does make it a lot faster. So something to be mindful of. In case you want to repurpose something, you do need a dedicated graphics card. It does function a lot more efficient. It's more smoother. So I just want to point that out. Oh, and there's no sound right now because the Intel Arc is still downloading. So when Intel Arc is fully, the driver is downloaded, you'll get HDMI sound from the TV monitor. Just be aware of that. Just want to let you know, in case you're not getting any sound. That's the reason why you have to download the driver for it to get the proper sound. If you're using the iGPU, you also have to download the Intel driver as well, which you can go to the Intel. So I'll be right back. It's at 31% right now. The Wi-Fi is pretty slow. I might have to put in the M.2 Wi-Fi card to see if it will go faster. But what I did do was I installed the USB 2.0 there keyboard, and it works like a charm. No issue at all. So yep. So I needed a USB extension to make that work. But that USB, that yellow connector there, if anyone knows, please put a comment below. That should be in the USB 2 connector as well. It's like a 4-pin. Let me show you what it looks like here. It looks 4-pin. It looks like it's directly for the SD card there. That's built in the front there. So I guess if you still use SD cards for cameras, that's pretty cool to have a reader built in. Oh, and the DVD ROM, I just want to let you know that it does work beautifully. Because there's only one CPU fan running and it's Noctua, it's completely silent. So you can make this like a media player, which is pretty cool. So I'll be back once the Intel drivers are installed. So download was actually pretty fast. It's installing the Arc now. And let's see what happens. It's still installing. So let's install it. It says loading, please wait. So this thing has a Core i7, by the way, 8086K. It should go up to 5 gigahertz on one of them. Right now, you won't be able to see this. It's at 91 degrees. Let me just zoom in a little bit. It's at 91 degrees. Oh, it went, actually it's at 70 degrees. But it went up to 4400 megahertz, which is pretty cool. And it's installing the Intel driver right now, Arc. It's completely silent. It doesn't have any fans in this case, so it should be. It says restart is required to finish setting up this device. I agree. There you go. Looks like it's done installing. Agree. I agree. I started. So yeah, so it's pretty much it's just collecting some information. So let me just play back that. It's just wrapping up the installation. Just can do that. It's actually installing. It says it's installing now, so I don't know what it did earlier. I thought it was installing, I guess. But let me see if there's. It's completing the installation. Let me see if I can put some music on. Okay, just click on anything random. See, and you can hear the sound now.
Make money with Amazon is not the physical product.
And it's pretty nice, actually. Ask me. It's still installing.
But only hearts bound by true ties can whisper love in lovers' eyes.
Okay. Looks like I'll let this. It looks like it's gonna take a couple minutes to completely install. So I'll be right back. So I'm back. It took about it's actually about good 10 minutes to download this and install it. So depending on your internet connection, it could take faster. It's just finalizing it right now. And when I was trying to play like Magic on the integrated graphics, it was actually low resolution, which was pretty bad. So I'm gonna try to play it again. Usually the games will automatically pick up the best resolution based on your card. So it was on low earlier. Let me just check what it is now. Ooh, it's on 4K custom. Picked up 4K resolution. So let's see how this plays. It's finding me a component. Let's see this. Until it's fully installed. Still finalizing installation. Yeah, it's a lot smoother with the Arc A380. The graphics is actually pretty amazing, if you ask me. It looks really good. So let me just play a quick game. Yeah, it's buttery smooth with an Arc Intel A380 on 4K actually. Playing Magic at least. So I think it's pretty good. So I'm pretty sure you don't want to watch me play this game. So I'll be back after I've done this game. Okay, so I actually won my match, which is Intel Arc is actually buttery smooth, and I even tested it on Magic 4K. It's fast, no issues. I'm gonna check the temperatures on open case. Let's see. HW monitor. Let's see what the temperature is right now. Just got off the game. Okay, let me just zoom in a little bit. Temperature's at 69 degrees. Fan is going up to 3500 RPM max. You can't really hear it at all. It's just too small of a fence. Yeah, it's a really good A380. Doesn't use any power. The power was at 17.33 watts maximum, which is amazing. And so this only has a 220 watt power supply. So if you ever want to repurpose this case, yeah, I would do it. Another thing, I'm going to end with the fact that I know the case is opened, but you can actually put it this way as well. So you have a couple of options there. It is a really small case, so you can fit, you probably could put this in your backpack, and if you want to use it for cottage or something, secondary home, maybe even Airbnb, you can just repurpose it. An old motherboard that you're not using, which I found, and it's quite good. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Oh, the last thing I was going to say was Intel Arc, for it to work well, you have to do the resizable bar, turn that on. You can do that through the motherboard. I'm going to try to do that later, but I do want to mention that. Okay, again, thanks for watching.